I was going to do it for about in the next 2 weeks, but I'm not. I'm not going to do it till the fall.
Welcome,
when they lose their
everybody,
leaves is when they go
Night
dormant.
Live.
She's ready to go live.
Okay.
We are live. Welcome, everybody.
Are these the kind that make the maple syrup?
Yep.
Okay. Do you think they'll do that here? You think they'll do
They
that
should.
here?
You got hardwood? You got hardwood trees?
Uh-huh. Oaks?
Yes, but they'll do okay.
Okay.
Because you do get some cold weather.
Very little, but yes, I do get very. I mean, you know, me and Little Miss Prepper.
You do kind of do get a bit of a winter. You do kind of get a bit of a winter time, right, when it cools down.
Not much,
maybe for 2 weeks.
Maybe a month, yeah, a month maybe. Not much, but
a month, yeah. Well, you know what? It doesn't hurt to try, right?
Yep, you're right. It don't hurt to try.
Because I've got thousands and thousands.
Okay, cool. What do you want? You want a pine tree from Texas?
I got tons of pine trees. I got 5 varieties.
Lollies?
What the heck is that?
It's a lot.
No, I'm not. I don't want nothing. I want you. I've got your peas growing.
How about a mesquite
what?
tree? Mesquite tree.
Never heard of it.
You don't want one.
I have. No, but I have your peas growing. I got 20 of them growing.
Just 20?
And they're already onto their 3rd leaf. Yeah, 20 of them growing and on 20. Their 3rd leaf already. I fertilized them yesterday.
You have to keep all those for seeds then, because 20 of them ain't
That's
much.
all I'm gonna. I'll cook one batch to see how they taste, and then the rest is going to be for seed. Because what I want to do is I want to amalgamate the seeds to my climate. So if I grow them and get the seeds off them, then those seeds are used to my climate.
They like hot weather.
Yes, they do.
They do.
But I know what to do. I know what to do now. I can plant them later. I don't have to plant them early. I can plant them just before No, I can plant them about a week before their hot season starts.
You can plant them. Here we can plant them from spring all the way to October, because they make in 60 days.
Okay, so I can start them the first week in June. 60 days, that would be end of July. They'd be ready for picking. Then I can start them 2 weeks before and redo them again. And then because we get hot weather up to October.
Right.
From June to October, we get hot weather.
That'll work.
Hey, if I can grow sweet potatoes, I can grow them peas. They're not going to beat me yet. They're growing.
Okay.
And your tomato plants are growing.
You should see mine.
Oh, I got one You know the watermelon one you sent me?
Yeah.
I only planted 2 seeds. Because I don't like to plant all of them. I saved the seeds. I planted 2. Only 1 seed came up, and it's on its 3rd leaf, and it's growing. A watermelon you sent me.
I can't remember what it was. Was it
one of those big, huge watermelons you showed me?
Oh, that was the Carolina Crosses.
Okay. Well, I got 1 plant growing.
50-pound watermelons.
And then I was told by somebody that they tried to grow loofah here and they couldn't grow it. Well, I've got it growing. I got 1 plant growing and it's growing.
I've
got it growing. I'll take a picture of it and show you it.
Okay.
And if I grow any, then that's a miracle. I've done something else new.
Grow any, you send me one of them.
Yes, I will. I'll send you 2 or 3 of them.
Well,
shake,
nice.
rock and roll. Hey, we can shake, rock and roll.
What's up?
How you doing, Karen?
She didn't hear you.
I'm good. Dinner time. I got my
I got a passion flower
breakfast
today,
burritos for dinner. You got what?
Passion flower.
I got about 8 in a pot in some water down there. I need to get them put out in the yard. It's too hot.
I got mine in water, but they got the pods on them. I guess I can plant one of them too and see if it grows.
Cool.
like the flower pods.
Will they grow?
Do they have root?
They got seeds in them.
Okay, so you've got the fruit already.
I got the fruit already. There's 4 or 5
Okay,
fruits.
first thing you got to do is wash the seeds and get all that
Goofy stuff off of them.
goofy stuff off because it
The slime off them.
contains a growth inhibitor.
Okay, and just let them
All
dry.
seeds have to be washed because if you don't wash the juicy flesh off, it contains a growth inhibitor. They won't
Okay.
germinate. They'll
Okay.
mold.
And then plant them.
Then you dry them for 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And then a
I got-
damp, not wet, damp paper towel. Fold them
And-
over
Okay, do it like that. Put them in a baggie.
in a Ziploc. Yep, throw it in the back of the fridge for like 3 or 4 days and then bring it out and put it in a warm spot. It should germinate.
Okay. I'm gonna try that because I got some drying now that I took out of the plant.
I got a question for you, Karen. Since you're our I call you my expert to go to.
Now I just got a
I
lot of
took
granny
peach.
knowledge.
I watched the video. And I took peach seeds. And
Peach seeds.
it says that you take a bunch of peach seeds and you put them in a bowl of water, and the ones that sink are good ones, and the ones that float are no good. So
Yeah,
I
that's
took
what
the
the
ones
old
that,
That's
and
what
then
the
I
old-
took them and they've been in my fridge in a paper towel for the last month. It says I should be pulling them out in August. It says 3 to 4 months. And then you bring them out of the fridge and then you let them come to room temperature and you leave them set out, and they should start sprouting.
What is it?
We'll see.
Good.
Peach.
I said we'll see.
You gotta
if
open
they
them up,
germinate.
don't you?
The best time to start peach seeds is when they fall from the tree in the fall.
Well, these ones came from a store.
About a month after the fruit's picked.
Yeah.
Then you want to store it. I like to clean them up really good and just throw them in the freezer for the winter, 2 or 3 months, and then pull them out of the freezer.
Yeah.
And germinate them first in the fridge for a few weeks, and then I mimic spring, and then out of the
Yeah.
fridge in a warm, dark place.
Yeah, because I'm going to pull them out soon and put them in a warm, dark place and see how they do. I'm just doing it for the heck of it. If I can get one to germinate, I'm happy.
They grow peaches up there. Can they grow peach?
Oh yeah,
Sometimes.
Niagara Falls. It's depending on what type of peaches, but peaches like cool weather.
Sometimes.
Depending, because my
Alberta is from
Alberta is from South Georgia, and it ain't giving me jack shit yet.
Well, the
It
squirrel got
blooms in
mine.
the middle of winter during the warm up every year. It doesn't bloom. It blooms like in February, and then we get that cold snap kills it. So yeah, some peaches are good. Hellhaven is good up through, I know, New England. I don't know if it's good all the way into Canada, but yeah, there are cold weather varieties
Yeah,
and warm
'cause
weather varieties.
I'm not sure which varieties they grow, but down in southern Ontario, there's big, huge peach farms. They grow them all the time. That's where we can go peach picking if we want. But it's like a 6-hour drive for me.
That's a long way.
What you do is you find somebody who grows them and sells them at a local farmer's market or something, local peaches, local produce. Get your seeds from them
Yeah.
because they'll grow in your climate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I know we have a company here that is a nursery, and they have all the different types of fruit trees and everything. But for a beautiful cherry tree, or like that's about 6-7 feet tall, beautiful, covered in flowers, they want over $100 a tree.
Damn.
Man.
That's a bunch of money.
They're expensive.
Dang.
They're
Yeah.
expensive.
For this stuff.
I get them to send me to get soursop. I'm not sure. I really don't. I mean, like peaches is 3 to 5 years. Nuts is 10 to 12 years. Apples is around 7 years.
Yeah.
You know, everything's different. And I don't.
I grew a
grow
grapefruit.
soursop. I know
I grew,
there's some growing
I grew
wild
a
around me,
grapefruit tree
but
once.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Carol.
I grew a
I got a
grapefruit
grapefruit
tree
tree
once
that's got
from a
grapefruits
seed out
on
of
it.
a grapefruit. And
got a
my,
grapefruit tree that's got
I
grapefruits
gave
on
the
it.
tree to my son. It grew 2 trees out of one seed. It had two stems.
Yeah, twins
My
is
son
common in
had it.
citrus fruit.
And he had it for how many years?
Did he grow grapefruits on
He
it?
lost it last year. It died on him because he had to move. I think it was 2 years ago. He had to move. And when he moved, it died on him. But he cut it down 5 times. He cut it down. It was hitting 7 feet, and that was
Wait
in
a
his
minute.
house. So he had to trim it down. Then he took it outside from the springtime after frost. And they get beautiful weather down south. And then before the first winter frost
Yeah,
came,
yeah.
he always brought it back in the house and put it in front of his sliding doors, his deck doors. And he never grew grapefruit. He had it for over 10 years, never grew grapefruit. But as soon as you'd rub on it or rub the leaves, that's all you smelt was grapefruit.
I got grapefruits on mine, and there's on my tangerine trees, I got tangerines. And
that's awesome.
one satsuma on my satsuma tree. One.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Karen,
Yeah.
there's a question down below for you. How long
I
does it?
told her I'm not sure about the soursop. It's
What's
not
a
something it
soursop?
grows wild around me. I just don't pay attention to it.
What is that
So, yeah,
do for you?
I'm not
What's
familiar
sarsop?
with it.
Is it medicinal or is it just a
Probably,
fruit?
I would say at least it's got to be at least a 2-year, probably 3. I
Okay.
won't specify it, but I'm going to tell you.
I've
right
never
now,
heard of
it's
soursop.
Me either.
Soursop.
I just don't know how long it takes it to mature.
What's sarsop? Tell us about.
I think it's for cancer or something like that. As far as I've looked at it.
It's just
Oh, okay.
it's a type
medicinal?
of wild fruit that grows around here.
Yeah.
Southeastern U.S. They're not real good to eat raw. You got to cook them. It's one of those you have to process in order to enjoy.
Yeah.
They're nasty. Are they nasty?
No,
I don't know. I've never had one.
Are they
They
nasty?
just, give you a
It's-
stomachache, maybe.
It says the creamy white flesh has a sweet, tangy flavor with notes of pineapple, mango, coconut, and pear.
Cool.
It's rich
grow
in
in Texas?
vitamin C and contains some other stuff in it.
Huh.
You guys ready for my garden tour?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Inside I have spearmint. Let me see, what the heck is this? I think that's parsley or
Cilantro?
no, that is parsley. And I have bamboo
Don't plant it.
right here.
It's invasive.
Yeah, I know. I'm not planting it outside. It's gonna stay in here. So
I put you big screen so we can see all your plants
all
better.
right. Look at my nice.
Yes.
That's right.
That's my back
I
door.
like that.
Yeah. I don't exactly know what I planted here.
It looks
But-
like a wisteria.
Mhm.
It might be, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I know we planted something.
If it
It's
starts growing
wisteria. I can tell by the look of the leaves.
purple flowers.
Like the tiny ones that'll be coming up.
Mm,
I
they're
believe-
like a cluster. They're purple flowers, but they're like a cluster of grapes. It's a cluster of flowers.
They're really
Okay,
pretty.
cool. I'll
Really
have
pretty.
to wait to see what they look like when they get around.
They're really
And here's
pretty.
some of my herb garden.
What we got here?
There's my herb garden. The chives. I think this is spearmint or peppermint with these guys. And this is, I think, I forget what it's called, but I had a thing in here somewhere, but I don't exactly remember. I had to take one out so I could plant spinach in my little thing so the rabbits don't get to it. And then over here I have 3 blueberry bushes. 2 of them are produced.
Get any blueberries yet?
Huh?
Any blueberries yet?
Yeah, they're on there. There's just no blue on them yet. And like right behind my barn, my mom and dad got me a Granny Smith tree. I got to get another one so it can be fruitful
What is it?
because I've only got one.
What is it?
You don't have to get another apple tree per se. Sometimes you're better off with a crab apple.
Yeah, crab apples.
Okay, I'll have to just tell my husband, then we'll just have to get a
It's
crab apple.
universal pollinator for apple trees.
Don't they pollinate
Okay,
all
cool.
the apple trees, Karen?
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Aronia
All right, I
berry.
got-
Aronia berry is an apple. People don't realize it.
Right in here with these little guys, this is my dill, these 2 rows.
Cool.
And then the
That's
next
a lot
row,
of deal.
I need some deal.
That's a lot of
I'm
deal.
You got
I
a lot of
know.
deal. You
It's like
got-
I want to make pickles.
You need some cucumbers. Where are they at?
I'm getting to them. Then the next row, which isn't growing much, I've got like little onion bunchings,
Oh,
evergreen
chives.
ones.
Bunching onions.
Yeah, chives. The next one, I have kale. Is these little guys? Is kale?
You know, I didn't know kale was so good, but I really like it.
Yep. And
Oh
then
yeah, I
the
dried.
next,
I dried it.
and then these
Oh,
guys
beans.
right here. This is my sweet potatoes because my husband and I like sweet potatoes.
Potatoes, sweet potatoes, yeah.
And then over on the other side, I have like sunflowers. And then between my arch here, I do have a super long cucumber with on both sides. And then I have, what the heck is that?
Is that a mater?
No, this is a cantaloupe right
The
here.
yellow squash. Oh, cantaloupe. Yeah, it's
cantaloupe.
doing good.
And then
Yeah, it's
1,
doing
2,
good.
3. I have 4 tomato plants. One of them is my little Roma tomatoes, so I can make my tomato sauce. And then I've got more pepper plants and another yarrow inside the garden, and more pepper plants because my husband likes peppers. And then there's
What
more
kind of
peppers with
pepper?
1 yarrow. Huh?
What kind of peppers are you growing?
The Better Bell, the big ones,
Oh, bell
because
peppers.
we can't take the sweet or the spicy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big bell pepper.
And then over here is my neighbor's grapes,
Cool.
but I can have some of them.
They got grapes on them?
Plus, yeah, they're getting there. Here's some of the grapes.
Cool.
Anybody can see
They're
'em.
getting there. They're getting there.
And then
Yeah, they're
here is
starting.
my blackberry bush.
What is it?
It's grown the blackberry bush
Okay.
because I got like tiny little flowers and some of the studs are coming out. So I'll have a whole bunch of those. And then here's my other blueberry bush, which it does have
Cool.
some blueberries
wondering-
on it.
How long
They're
does it take to
nice.
get berries on them?
Oh, it takes a while.
2 or
But
3
then
years, or-
over. Oh yeah, the deer love to come in and get them because I get footprints out near the other ones. And then in here, I forget what I planted, but I have like maybe some herbs and stuff in here. I'm just not sure because the wind blew all the seed packets that I had put in there away.
That always happens to me. That always happens to me.
Oh, and I definitely got to show you guys this. I have a little village of gnomes
Oh, that's cool.
and fairies.
Oh, that's
It goes all,
That's
it goes
cool. You got a
all the
bunch
way-
of them.
yeah, I know. I like to collect the things. And there's my gnomes. And that's my little inspiration. There's more of that and that. There's some more flowers for the ladies. And we have here lemon thyme And I think this is the Sweet Mammer Jam.
I've heard of that.
I think it's like a stevia leaf, but I'm not really sure. I keep forgetting what it is. But then we got more peppers. We got basil, and then we got some more flowers. More
Those are
flowers
pretty
here. I
That's
got
pretty.
some lambs here.
What is that? What's that red flower? That's pretty.
I'm not sure. I just liked it, so I
Maybe
bought
a
it.
canna? Maybe a canna?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so. But then
You
we
know,
have the.
You said that's lamb's ear? That's
I have some of
lamb's
those.
ear?
Yes,
That's
it
what
is.
lamb's ear looks like?
I have some of
I
those.
just
too.
wondering
Okay,
because
that's
the stuff my husband takes in his Essiac tea, if I'm not mistaken, lamb's ear is in the dried ingredients. And I never ever
oh,
knew what it
cool.
looked like.
Yeah. And then
I have
I've
some of
got
the
like
purple ones.
either more lettuce or something here. I forget what it is
You got
because
marigold. I like your
marigold.
marigold.
Yep. And then I got more pepper plants out front
Wow, you do have a lot of pepper plants.
and more marigolds.
Pretty marigolds.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
And
you
are.
then
get those
Mine is
marigolds off when they're in full bloom, and you dry them and you use them like calendula in your salves and stuff because they
Really?
are just like calendula. They are great in skin
Give you
ailments,
the back
oils, salves.
The
and stuff like
marigolds
that.
are?
Marigolds, yes,
Oh.
ma'am. It's also you can dig up the roots and boil the roots to make an astringent tea and wound wash.
cool.
So you can use the marigold.
Marigold is a medicine plant.
Okay.
Yep.
I have to research that.
Marigolds are a medicine plant, hon.
Stars of the heads.
And here's my last and final plant area.
Well,
I've
I
got
like
some
your,
nice little yellow ones. These are Super Bell yellows. I forget what the red one is with the little flowers here. Then there's this big red one. Huh?
It looks like coxcomb.
It's a C. Starts with a C. don't
Okay.
it?
Coxcomb.
Oh, wait a minute. Hummingbird's lunch. That's what it is. That's what it's called.
Well, I like
But
the
the big
flamingo.
red one, this one,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coxcomb.
what is that? I
don't
just
know.
thought it looked pretty.
Rooster comb on his head. I don't know if you can see
Oh.
me.
No, I can't, but that's all right.
You know what a rooster comb is? It's called a
Yeah,
coxcomb.
the big red thing. Yeah.
On top of
Yeah,
his
that's
head,
what
yeah.
it's called.
All right.
Was that it,
Yeah.
Shannon?
And I just want to show you my final little thing on my porch. My husband has covered up our address
Yeah, I don't need it.
So-
Getting on the internet.
Uh-huh.
due to the increase of ammo. Do not expect a warning shot. And I,
I
do
like
have a security cameras in use.
You know,
I like
yeah,
that.
there is.
I like that first
I
time.
know, I liked it too. But yeah, now we're entering to my husband's man cave,
Yeah, more like a front porch.
front porch man cave. But this is what we get for,
It's a catch-all space.
and yes, I am going to show my favorite flag.
All right. It's cool.
But I've got everything, all sorts of stuff in here. He does like the Volkswagen Beetle. And this is where I did my blessing of my doors.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
okay.
did that. But I like this one too.
If you're drinking to forget, please pay in advance. Yep, that's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know somebody will like this one. The tequila makes my clothes fall off.
That's me there.
Yep. Yep. And here's one that my husband found.
I don't drink tequila anymore.
Helping ugly people have
Oh,
sex
that's
since
bad.
18 what?
1862. All right, that's my tour of my plants.
Well, I like your flowers. They're pretty.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they got
are.
a nice variety of colors.
Okay,
Mine are just
Shannon,
starting to bloom.
when your coxcomb goes to seed, you cut it
Right.
off, put it upside down in a brown paper bag, and stick it out of the way somewhere to dry.
Okay.
And when it's dry, you just shake those seeds off. They're teeny tiny and they're black. I want some. Mine are so old they won't germinate anymore. But
All right.
you can also put it in the ground, and if you treat it like it's special, you can get
Right.
They can get 6 foot, 7 foot tall.
Oh, wow.
Right. That's the difference
Dang.
between a pot and the ground. If you put them
Yeah.
in the ground and give them their own space, they will get giant.
Oh,
They're
cool.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's
They're
neat.
edible. The seeds you can put them in heat in a pan and they'll pop like popcorn,
Oh, cool.
and you can eat them.
Yeah.
That is definitely neat.
Starla put in that coxcomb is good for bleeding and digestive problems.
Oh, cool.
Delete, Starla. Is
You
it
got a lot
delete?
of medicinal stuff too.
Yep. Oh, babe, that coxcomb, the red one that looks
Yeah.
like the clamshell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Medicinal.
one of the girls wants some of the seeds, so this fall we have to take the top off, put it in a brown paper bag, and shake it.
The seeds on
Yep,
it. Okay.
and we'll get that done.
You'll get thousands and thousands of seeds from a good size head.
Oh, that'll be cool. But yeah, I can't wait to
Don't
see
let it
my
go too
nieces and
far.
nephews.
Don't let it go too far, because it
Right.
will keep its color even after it lost all the seeds.
Oh, wow.
So you'll have to actually look, and you can see the seed pods in there. When they look
Right.
like they're all with the seeds turn black, it's ready to
Okay.
harvest.
Okay. Babe, did
They
you
make
hear that?
great, cut and dried. They make great dried flowers for displays and stuff.
Potpourri pots and stuff like that?
Potpourri, I mean actual dried flower displays.
Oh, cool.
They hold their color and their shape so well.
Oh, neat.
Karen, do you have Messenger?
No,
Okay.
I have to get back on Facebook for that, and I won't do
You
that.
do not actually.
Oh, in that case, I might. Let me look.
Because, yeah, All American, he is not allowed on Facebook, but he has Messenger.
Oh, why is he not allowed on Facebook?
Because he did
How
a
the
lot
heck
of
does that
arguing
happen?
and pissing people off.
Well, they said I put porn on Facebook and I didn't, so I just deleted it.
They said that about him with TikTok too, and he
I
did
don't
not.
do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So they're lying about it.
Karen, as long as you know your name and your password, you'd be able to do Messenger.
I'd have to go in there. I don't know my email password. I don't have a password.
Yes, you do.
You
You
should.
just don't remember it.
Okay, let's do this. Mobile number and email.
Because I was just thinking that we could do a group chat with all of us on Messenger.
Oh, man.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I even got this book,
Oh, cool.
Women
thought
of
you
the
got that.
Bible. I got this from one of the stores. It's an Ollie's
Oh, yeah.
store. And there's a lot, like over 100 women in here. So it's like, that's going to be fun for one of the live streams.
Hey,
Yeah.
Plus, I got something for my cook at my second job because he works. He does
I
a
used to water
wonderful
that
life.
little-
So he's got it. I'm going to give him that.
I bought
Yeah,
my
look-
son a dragon fruit for his lunch snack. You know, that's the whole
Yeah.
fruit. So
Yeah.
he come home today with a little plastic bag, and he said, "Mama, the seed was sprouted inside the fruit."
Oh, wow.
So I
Cool.
put it in a pot with my aloe, and that's where your water went. I had to water it.
you can grow it. Hey,
Which color was the dragon fruit? Yellow or red, hon?
It's red with the white center.
Yeah.
I
I've been putting
had
those in my smoothies.
the red, but I've never been able to get them more than an inch tall before they die.
Oh,
I put mine
dang.
in, I put mine in my my hydroponic thing system, and it grew probably 4 or 5 inches before I gave it away.
Well, to be honest, I forgot about it in the middle of the drought. So it didn't get no water.
Well, it's
Which
a
is why I say
cactus.
I basically let Mother Nature decide what lives and dies around my place. I'll put it in the ground. I'll give it some water every now and then, and if it grows, it grows. That's why I've got tomatoes in my compost pile right next to my irises in my compost pile.
You see, there's more people here tonight than there is on Monday nights because they
And,
don't like
as far as like
game.
I know.
the pecans, Terminator, I take pecans and I literally in the fall.
What's that?
I take pecans the year they drop, and in the early fall, I throw them in a pot with some
Yeah.
rich dirt. I sprinkle some leaves on top. I set it up under the edge of the porch, and I walk away till next spring. And that's how I start my trees. I've started oak trees and everything else, and yeah, it's the lazy way to do it. I actually bought the pecans from the grocery store after Christmas when they were real cheap,
Yeah.
and I just threw the whole pile out there. Just threw the whole, just scattered it in the dirt and
Yeah.
walked away. And yeah, I had a bunch of shoots come up the next spring.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I know a lot of
Cheryl,
people here, they'll take milk jugs and they'll plant seeds in the fall and leave them over winter. And then when the spring comes, they all sprout.
Cheryl, you can join in on it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Starla, what she put about the passion fruit is good for anxiety, pain, and sleep.
The what?
Oh.
No.
My
I was
most-
trying to sign in. This is hard, y'all. I am tech challenged, okay? I can grow a pine tree from a pine cone. I cannot find a way to get into Messenger.
I keep a book with all my passwords.
That
Been
is
there,
so
done
funny.
that. Start another messenger.
I
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
yell at the kids, but they're grown and they left me, man. I'm on my own here, and I'm tech challenged. I really am tech challenged. I hate technology. It
I
just
hate when you put the
I
password in
understand
and you
how
know
it
it's a
works.
password.
I know all about how it works. I just can't get it to work for me.
Well, when you put the password in and you know it's a password and it don't work, it's bullshit.
Well, I haven't used the password in like 15 years, so like I said, I don't even know.
Well,
if
you
I
don't
can
know the
access
password
it
then.
through
You can't
Facebook, and
remember.
I
may
walked
have-
away from Facebook a long time ago.
You may have to just get a new one.
Yeah, you could just get a new password.
Well, I'm trying to
messenger
reset the
account.
passcode, but it wants me to text, and y'all want me to listen, and I can't do both.
Okay, well you have a week to do
I'm
that.
walking chew bubble gum. I can't listen to you and type.
Fine shame.
Oh, come on. We're a Jill of all trades. We can do anything.
I'll do it
You're
later.
you're the type of person that don't like to let the right hand know what the left hand's doing.
I can go forward and I can go back, and if you wait a minute, I can switch directions. I am ambidextrous. Both hands know what both are doing. They're just not always doing the same thing at the same time.
Well, thank you, Cheryl.
It's part of martial arts training. Anything you do with your right hand, you have to be able to do with your left.
Yeah. See, I write
I-
with both. I have
I
the same
actually-
signature.
I've tried to do that with grooming wise. I've tried to learn that because in case something happens to my right hand, I need to be able to do it
It's
with my
good for
left.
your brain too, because changing a routine, eating with your other hand, brushing
Even
your hair with the other hand, grooming with the
Brushing
other
your
hand,
teeth.
actually encourages the production of neuroreceptors in the brain.
Yep.
You get new ones when you learn something new or when you do something different.
I told my grandma that a long time ago when she was still alive, and she's like, I'm too old for that. And
Well, you're not too old right now. Start it when you're young.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that.
I actually do try to do that. When I'm grooming, I try to switch, especially when my hand gets tired. I'll go with my other hand and do it.
Not just grooming, eating.
Yeah.
With the fork in the other hand.
Yep.
Sit down while you're on the phone or something, and you would used to doodle when we were younger. We would doodle when we were on the phone.
Yeah.
Try to write your name and address with your other hand.
You got to do that when you break your other arm.
Yeah. My grandpa, he was always.
It actually creates new pathways up here.
Yeah. My grandpa, he had to learn that because he was right-handed, and then when he had a stroke, it messed up his whole right side, so he had to start then writing with his left.
That sucks.
Yeah. He had a stroke and then a heart attack, like back to back.
So I started out left-handed, and I'm of the generation that they beat my palm bloody or tied my hand down to make me right-handed.
Yeah.
And then after Mama beat the hell out of the teachers, they didn't do that no more.
Why did they do that?
Left-handed was bad. Left-handed was wrong. To follow along
Yeah,
and be a good little citizen.
That's how I was when I was younger. My mom would always shove everything back into my right hand.
Yeah, and see, I let my son, I would hand it to him in the middle and let him choose.
Change. Toddlers change back and forth, back and forth, back and forth
Yeah.
a lot before they settle in.
Yep.
By about kindergarten, they settle in to using one mostly.
Yeah, I used to just put the pencil or the crayon on the table and let them choose whatever they wanted.
It was a cultural thing. It was a generational cultural thing. Because, like I said, they did that to me in first grade, and second grade they quit doing it to all kids everywhere. Because a lot of mamas walked in and belted teachers. Is what happened.
Don't matter if you're left or right-handed, but if you maybe give switch hitter if they kept doing that.
I did when I did gymnastics, when I did softball and stuff. I would switch it up.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'd go to bat lefty
That's an advantage.
and just blow their head. Mine's.
That's an advantage.
Oh, when my son was little, he played t-ball. After he would bat and come and hit and then do his bases, he would always come back home and take a bow.
Like what?
A bow.
Oh, really?
Yes. And my parents ran into his old t-ball coach, and that is the only thing he remembers about him is taking his bows afterwards. They was so adorable.
And then they grow out of it. It's too late. You can't leave them for wolves when they can follow you home.
He was so cute when he did his bows. Everybody loved it.
Yeah, that's God's trick on us.
I know. Oh, man.
Baby, go eat.
What was that? What we gonna eat? What we gonna eat?
I already ate. I told you breakfast burritos, sausage,
said that? Who
eggs,
said that?
gravy, cheese. But yeah, he's trying to get the dogs to eat. Baby, go eat.
Ah, I see.
That's funny.
She still got some to her lips. Did we put too much in there?
Everybody ate here and they're all asleep.
Aw.
Oh, baby.
That baby's getting blind, bless her heart. She's
Oh, I hate that.
14, 15 years old, and she's going blind. So she doesn't like her person to be out of her hearing and smell, and she's going deaf too. So she's right on your ass.
Cataract. I put the
Yeah.
castor
And I
oil
love her
in
to
her eyes.
death. I mean, she is my all-time favorite, hands down. She is my sweet, darling angel baby. I named her that for a reason.
Mhm.
But I'm tired of almost killing myself trying not to step on her because I don't know if she's there.
Yeah.
Cataract. It's cataracts. right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Put the castor oil in her eyes.
And
It
then
could help,
Piggy's
it might
got
not.
cancer, and she's got the start. She's got a lump in her breast.
Yeah, my baby
But I
had
am
that
not
too.
paying thousands of dollars to have my dog treated for cancer. I will go down and get some fenbendazole and work her
Ben.
ass once a week.
That's right. Ben. I bought the goat
But
kind.
she only weighs 5 pounds. Where?
Okay, so I bought the goat kind and gave it to my baby that she only weighed 8 pounds. And it probably prolonged her life a little bit. And I put the castor oil in her eyes. I put the castor oil in my eyes, you know. We tried.
We'll try it.
We tried.
I'll get some and try it.
Yeah. My
Do it right
baby,
before you go to bed.
she's starting just to go a little deaf. So when I want to get her attention, I clap loudly and that gets her attention.
Yep. It's
It
sad.
sucks when our babies get old like that.
It's sad when they do.
Yep.
And you do what you can. to help 'em.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. And then they leave you.
Bless her heart. I told my husband, and our golden retriever weighed like 75, 80 pounds when he passed.
Yeah.
And getting him up and down the stairs when he couldn't walk, I had to take a towel, a heavy duty towel, cut 4 holes in it for his paws, and we had to carry him down, one on each side.
Mm-hmm.
Jack weighs 130 pounds. I can't do that.
Mm-mm.
The baby weighs 5 pounds. I put one of those little harnesses on her with a handle, and I just pick her up and carry her like a purse.
You can just pick her up and take her
Yeah.
outside.
Well, I have to. She's afraid to go down because she can't see. She's
Right.
hesitant to go up and down the stairs, and you have to go up and down the stairs.
I know.
So I just
Yeah.
hook her. I walk her down to the bottom of the stairs, and then I put her down, and then she runs off and does her thing.
Yep.
But that also means that I have to take her out at least once every 6 hours. So I'm taking them out the last time at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
I make my husband take him out before he goes to work so that I can sleep in a few hours. But that's
Yeah.
why I said what I do is I have to be there for the dog. They get so embarrassed when they go in the house. If they have an accident in the house, it freaks them out at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I had one dog that she would, if we would not get up in time, she will go in the shower. The shower at that point was a walk-in shower. It had just one step. And she would go in the shower and use the bathroom.
my husband woke up, so he was screaming and hollering. He got up to take a shower for work this morning, like 5:30 in the morning, and a thunderstorm rolled through. And all my dogs hate thunder. I mean, and there's lightning involved too. Oh my God. So he was standing there. I heard him cuss, and all the dogs, including the big one, tried to jump in the shower with him. Because of the thunder and lightning. And I don't have a walk-in tub. I got a tub, y'all.
Oh, damn.
That's funny.
Jack, what are you doing? Jack. Hey, what are you doing? What are you tearing up?
Uh-oh.
You're tearing up my carpet.
That's not good.
Nope.
Oh, I've got to replace the whole carpet through the whole house. It's worn, of course. Jack is 5 years old, and the first 3 years, he clawed holes everywhere. You know how they claw trying to make the bed softer? He
Yeah.
has clawed through my carpet in 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. And I mean, big spots.
Yeah.
All the way down to the hardwood floor.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
dang.
So, and I hate it, but guess what? I ain't fixing it until that dog is dead. I ain't getting new carpet not until he's
Yeah.
gone.
That's just like on certain, I hear certain parents say, I ain't replacing these appliances till these kids move out. I've
I
heard
kept
that
it
one.
easy on the appliances, but damned if I don't have a few holes in my sheetrock walls.
Yeah.
Elbow. Well, what were you doing? Playing WWE in the bedroom? That's when they were 15.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I got holes, elbows, somebody's forehead.
Man.
Jeez.
I raised all boys, and out of 12 kids, 9 of them were boys.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
And when I say all boy, I mean all country boy. Get your ass out there and load the hay on the wagon.
Yeah.
Get your ass out there and put the hay up in the barn. Yeah. And the ones who live here as adults because they're going to inherit the property, they
Yeah.
still do that.
Yeah. So Starla, he's doing all right. He's still doing the stuff. I do need to get the timber.
Bin
What
bin.
is it? Yes.
Bin
I need to get-
dissolve.
I need to get that still. But he's doing all right. He's doing his Mullen tea, whole bunch of vitamins, his that just went out of my head what it is.
Ivermectin.
Thank you. Yes, ivermectin. We got another tea thing that's good for his kidneys and other stuff.
Watch that stuff that I sent you.
What do you
Okay.
want?
Huh?
Oh
What's
my
that
God. Here,
that stuff
say
that I sent
hello
you?
and quit whimpering.
I don't know.
What, you not going to speak now?
Bed. This is Karen's puppy.
Oh, I need to go put my phone on charger.
He's not a puppy. He's a freaking horse.
You know, I call all dogs puppies, no matter what size and age they are.
He's standing up with his paws on your shoulder and he's bigger than you. He's a flipping horse.
I still call them puppies. Oh, so I took my dog to work, and there's a daycare down the couple doors down. So I took my dog outside. He jumped up on my shoulders, and one of the little kids, I mean, they're like 4-year-olds. One of them said, "He's as tall as you are." And I'm like, "Yeah, he is." They're so cute, those little kids. Oh. Let me put this up so all y'all can see it as well, what Starla's saying.
Yep. Babe, look at what Starla just said.
Elderberry syrup every morning. 2 tablespoons every day.
Yep.
Go.
And I make my own. I raise them, I dry them, I brew them up, and I breezed through COVID when I caught it.
Babe.
I mean,
Yeah.
The crabapple tree.
we all did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a. Yeah. Yep.
They want their bones. We'll give them their bones.
Oh, man.
Yeah, thieves oil is really good for the big C.
Yeah. Oh, and we got oregano oil too. We've been doing that as well. All American has.
I take oregano oil and put it in capsules,
Yeah.
and then I take it.
Oh, okay.
You know, see, I do that with my cayenne pepper. I take hot pepper capsules because I don't really
Yeah.
like it, but I can get 1,000 clear capsules at the health food store for just a few dollars, and I pack my own. I get the double lots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to order myself a bunch of those.
It's really good for just cleansing you. It'll make you sweat, and after you've been on it for a little while, and you've got that cayenne pepper going through your sweat really good, bugs don't bite you no more.
okay.
I'm not sure yet, Darla. I'm starting to get the next 3 to 4 days of rain, and probably not till next week sometime. I'll do a video. My garden should be doing good, and I'll do a video on the Grumpy Acres garden.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
to
Cool.
everybody, I just said to take some hot pepper pills.
Yeah.
Side effects are when you first start taking them the first couple of weeks, you'll get severe hot flashes and you'll sweat. And it'll be a rank sweat too as it cleanses you out. But the other one is increased blood flow to the genitals, causing a heightened arousal state.
Oh God,
That should be in the
we don't need
warning.
that. We don't have to worry about that.
That needs to be also.
It'll wake you downstairs up, ladies, at least for the first few weeks until your body adjusts.
Yeah, that's in the warning labels there.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. Just thought I'd let y'all know that because I'd hate for somebody, over a certain age to take it and then get hinky with their old man and stress themselves out.
Yeah, no one needs to have a heart attack while that's happening.
No.
But it really is good for cleansing. A blood cleanser, it cleanses the
Yeah.
fatty tissues in the body. It sweats. the
Oh,
peppers
Karen, look
out.
at this. Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Now you're giving the ladies ideas to help their men.
Oh, that is so funny.
Oh yeah, don't you better take it, but don't let your old man take it and be around you. Not unless you're, wanting the attention.
Oh, wow, that was funny.
What we learn, eh?
Yes.
I'm from experience, no less. I can attest to it. Because nobody tells you that when they tell you to take cayenne pepper pills. Nobody tells you that it's going to increase blood flow to certain parts of your anatomy and cause amorous feelings.
That was funny.
I don't want to be woken up again. No, thank you.
Yeah, it comes a point in time when you're just ready to sit back, eat some popcorn, watch a good movie, and maybe fall asleep in each other's arms, and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say what? I haven't seen that in years.
Oh, that's on you, honey.
Oh, I'm happy that way. Believe me. I'd rather sit in a corner with a bowl of popcorn and my dog and watch a good movie and fall asleep with my dog.
Yeah.
As long as she behaves herself. Terminator, I told you, I have a live tonight. No. You go and lay down in the corner. Don't argue either. No.
Tell her just a few minutes and then she can go.
No. Get down off me now. Down. Get down. Don't look at me like that.
Oh, Starla
No.
said she loves your
Hey,
haircut.
Charlie, Oh, yeah. It feels so good. I can do whatever I want with it. I can make it messy and then just lay it back down and it'll lay down like there's no tomorrow. I can get up in the morning and it's everywhere. But it brought out my true, it brought out my true colors. Great wisdom.
Yes.
Go.
Hey,
She's gotten a
Tamara,
habit
I
now.
was
Every
wondering-
time I go on a live,
Yeah.
every time I go on a live, she lays down by my feet, starts biting my feet, pushing on my feet, and then she flips her butt around and tries to knock me off the chair with her
What are
butt.
you doing? Don't give them
Trying
that
to get
many.
my attention.
That's more than enough. Shame on you. It is not you,
Tamara, I
Laura.
was
That's
wondering
not
where
me.
you went.
I had to go get me another daiquiri.
Oh, okay.
I've got my Zambuca.
I
I
had
mean,
my
here's
glass of
one
wine.
thing, y'all. It took me until 11:30 to finish that glass of wine, but it
Oh,
kicked
wow.
my ass.
Oh,
'Cause I
wow.
laid down at 12:30, and the whole house was going woo, 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 and I was like, "Shit, I haven't done that in a decade."
Go.
My God, I should have done
No.
it tonight.
I know after I have a glass
Well,
of wine, I sleep good.
It wasn't a glass. I
I'm right.
finished
Not-
the whole
Sleep good.
damn bottle in 2
You had a
hours.
damn,
ball of
girl.
wine.
Glass.
You didn't
I
even
take-
go for
I
the
take
glass,
my,
you just drank the bottle.
Oh,
You're
no,
good, you're good.
ma'am. I don't understand.
Ever since
why
I've been
I
taking my
put it on
magnesium
the
pill at
my
night, half an hour before I go to bed, I take a magnesium pill now, and I tell you, it knocks me out, and I sleep like a baby now. I haven't. That's the first time in the last 4 nights now I've been sleeping good because I usually only get 2-3 hours sleep. Now I'm getting 6-7 hours sleep.
What
Okay.
strength are you using?
250 mil,
Yeah.
200
They-
mil, I should say, 200.
I can't take
The
that much
glycinate.
with me. It'll mess with your bowels after a while if it's when you get so much built up in your system.
If you take
It'll
too
give you
much,
diarrhea.
Yeah,
So I cut back. I take like 50 milligrams a night on a maintenance because you don't need that much.
the only
for the
reason.
day.
The only reason I've been taking it, I've done everything there is, and I get the cramps have been so severe in my they start from my back of my calves and my legs, and then they go from my groin area down to my knee, and then I can't walk. I go the other night, about 5 nights ago, I got woken up with both legs, and you should have seen me trying to get out of bed and trying to walk, and then but I've noticed the pain it starts in my spine when it really starts on my left side, and then
restless
I
leg.
can't straighten up.
I get restless leg, and that helps me.
Yeah,
The magnesium.
magnesium is good. Don't get me wrong; it's great, and we need it, especially after 50. Oh my God, we need it. I'm just saying that after you've been taking it for a few weeks, you might want to cut down on the amount because if you eat whole,
Yeah.
healthy foods like we do, you're getting magnesium in your foods.
Well, now that my garden's coming in, I'm starting to
Sick
eat
or
more
deficient
greens
in
and
it, though.
everything with magnesium
Yeah.
in it. Then I'm going to cut off.
You have to cut back on the dose, or it does.
Yeah.
It goes
I
from
need
doing you
that.
good
Oh, I will.
to doing you wrong.
Oh, how
Yeah.
much magnesium should you take then?
Well, it's supposed to be 400 for women and 500 for men after 50. But no.
I take
No.
500.
I only take
Women
200.
start at about women or men start at 250. Especially like I
Oh.
said, if you eat whole home cooked food as opposed to fast food. And then are you eating Rolaids?
No, depends
No.
if you.
Magnesium based.
If I
So
take
many milligrams per Rolaid. So you're getting that in your diet. So you understand what I'm saying? You don't really need a whole 500 milligram pill because you're getting
No,
magnesium.
I don't take 500 a day. I only take 200 just
I
before
would
I go to
say
bed, and it helps me sleep.
200, 250 to start with
It's cute. I like
for at least 2 to 3 weeks, and then maybe cut it back a little bit.
Yeah.
When your
Yeah.
bowels go runny, when you start to have watery diarrhea and stuff, when you first wake up, it's time to cut back
pretty, sit pretty, sit pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
because of the magnesium.
Well, what
Yeah.
I'll do is, like you say, I'll take it for
Pretty.
another week, and then what I'll do is I'll cut back, but I'll get myself some Rolaids, and I'll have a Rolaid once in a while. You know what I mean? But I'll make sure I'm eating all the right foods out of my garden that have a lot of magnesium. If it's got magnesium in it, I will eat a lot of it. So then I know
We're
I'm
all
getting a good
magnesium
dose of
I
it.
deficient.
treat
Okay,
food as medicine.
we're all
Mm-hmm.
magnesium deficient.
Yeah.
I wean
Well,
myself
that's
off
why it's there
heart
for us.
meds, my liver meds, all that crap. I replaced it through my diet. I replaced those chemicals in my diet.
Yeah.
And getting them in my diet,
Yeah.
I was able to wean myself off everything. And weaning myself off everything, I was able to wean myself up off my heart meds.
Yeah.
Hear that, bud?
Got my body in gear, everything else just kind of like, fell into place.
Yeah.
Falls
But
right
you
into
just-
place.
Yeah, you just really got to pay attention to your body. Like I said, when your bowels start to get a little loose,
Yeah.
you may want to cut
Yeah.
back on the magnesium.
Okay.
Same thing
Yeah.
with eating too much greens. If you start to notice that maybe you're bleeding a little too freely, you're going to have to cut back on the leafy green vegetables.
Okay.
Don't overindulge.
Yeah, see,
Treat
well,
your food as medicine.
no, I don't. I don't have it every day. I might have it every other day or every third day or what, you know what I mean? I kind of
Yeah.
rotate everything so then I'm not having it steady all the time. So then you get a variety.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And
good.
diet can control so much. But you're right. You do need
That's
to
why the
supplement as
the
you
good
go.
Lord put it there for us.
With me, I tend to use the herbal teas to supplement.
Is that good?
Instead of taking vitamins and this and that and the other, I tend to use the herbal teas as vitamins.
Yeah.
I don't take vitamins.
I take orange and lemon tea, hot teas, like to prevent scurvy for the vitamin C.
Yeah.
Sit pretty. Sit pretty.
Mhm.
Then I'll switch it up
pretty.
with stinging nettle in spring and fall when the allergies are acting up. But
Yeah.
I treat my herbal teas as medicine.
Thank you, Shannon, for putting that in there because I was wondering as well.
Yeah.
Cheryl wants to do a vote, and I have an idea what she wants to do a vote on. But I was wanting to know as well.
About what?
Cheryl wants to do a vote. I am wondering if it's about the card game night.
Okay.
About not doing it or not.
Yeah. Let's do something else.
Let's play a different game.
Something
Well,
else.
what game? Y'all tell me.
I don't know.
I got Cards Against Humanity, y'all.
I learned way more
It's
than
not a nice game.
way more on Thursday night than I do anywhere other night.
You could do any of the Trivial Pursuit edition questions.
Yeah.
You could do history,
Yeah.
wild tracking.
History about
Cheryl,
You can
guns
do
and
Bible
ammo,
trivia like I do on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
or
I'll try to do a little bit of
Prepping.
research. Maybe Monday we will do one more card game just so I can try to have a more time to look for something else that we could do. Okay.
Yeah.
So we may do one more card game night.
maybe a different
because
topic
by us-
every-
Or
Over
yeah,
the way
a
I-
different- and we could still play survival games, even just different ones.
Yeah. we could do stuff like prepping.
Yeah.
What's the best? Sure, All American knows what's the best thing you need for prepping. How to do it, where to hide
Yeah.
stuff, that kind of stuff.
By zone, what's best in the desert versus what's best in the mountains.
Right,
Yeah.
that kind of, stuff like that. That would help us.
Okay. All right. I'll try to do some research and I'll come up with something.
To me, that would help more than.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think any. I don't. There's a lot more people here on
We could
Thursdays
turn
than
it
there are
into
on
learn a
Mondays.
new skill night.
Okay.
Have
We can all
everybody have it just like we just did with the garden tours and stuff. How about each one of you take something you're really good at and teach everybody else?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
An exchange of knowledge.
I ain't
Yeah.
really good at anything.
What's that, Tambra? What did you just say, Tambra?
I'm not really good at anything.
I beg to
Yes,
differ
you are.
on
What
that.
did you used to do?
Oh,
You used to
Tambra,
raise horses?
I race horses.
You used to
and
breed and raise horses?
shut up.
run dozers. I run the dozer. That kind of
Tambra,
stuff.
your grapes, the ones that you said, I told you had grape
Yeah.
fleas. And you said you were keeping them locked up, or you were keeping something locked up, and the pollinators couldn't get to it.
Oh, but you know what?
I talked to an old man. Do you know what a 7 dust blower is? You put 7 dust in the top up here, and you crank
Yeah.
the handle, and there's a long hose, and it blows the 7 dust out.
Yeah.
diatomaceous earth. He said, put diatomaceous earth in one of them blowers and blow the diatomaceous because it won't kill the bees.
On the grapes?
Yeah,
Or the-
on the leaves, everything. Just dust it with diatomaceous earth. When the beetles crawl through it, it gets in their shell crevices and breaks it up and cuts it up and kills them.
I just bought some diatomaceous earth.
That's what'll kill my cucumber beetles that are attacking.
Yes,
Yeah,
it will.
that's
Yeah,
what I was
but
told to get.
shut
But you know what? I got my
You
those-
can get a blower. I've got one out there. It's dark right now, or I'd show you. But
I got a blower,
you
but
can
it's
get
a
them at the Tractor Supply, at the feed
Hellacious
stores,
blower.
whatever. And it's specifically made for blowing like 7 dust across your crop.
Really?
But you can substitute and put diatomaceous earth in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
Go
better.
lay down.
And you crank that handle and it blows it out like smoke from the end, so it coats everything evenly.
Yep.
So
And
if
you can
you're
even
trying
use
to
a cheap beer to get rid of slugs.
And that way
And
you can also
fleas.
no, it doesn't kill slugs. You have to have salt for that.
It kills fleas.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Their slime catches it.
It does.
That's what they do in there.
Diatomaceous earth is excellent for all kind of stuff. Even if
Yeah,
you want to
Good.
debug your home too, or right around your
You can
house
worm
as
yourself
well.
with diatomaceous earth.
And if you ever get the food grade one, you can mix it with a
Dog.
little bit of water and drink it, and it will
Dog,
get
you.
the heavy metals out of you.
Yeah,
Heavy
dogs.
metals and deworm.
Did you hear that about the diatomaceous earth?
Yes.
You can do
Yeah, they have
any.
to do great. Now, what I do is I go out there when I've got a fire ant mound, and I take a big stick and I stick it in there and I stir them up, and they come out and just like they swarm up out of it. Then I hit 'em with, and I powder them with the diatomaceous
Do they
earth.
move or do they?
I cut
Or they kill 'em?
everyone. I coat every single one. Then I pour it in a 3-inch ring all the way around the mound, so
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
any scouts coming or going have to crawl through it.
Yeah.
And it will kill fire ant mounds in 3 days because it
Supposed to
starts
kill-
to clean.
Anything that's not hard.
Well, it gets
core.
for us. It's fine and silky, but for insects, it's spiky,
Right.
like a mace ball. Spikes or something,
Okay.
and it gets in
Anything-
between the cracks in their shells and
Put the
stuff.
towel rope.
It just works deeper and deeper, and it cuts and shreds them up.
Dogs are
Yeah.
attacking me for treats.
The outer layer of slugs
Dogs are
and snails.
attacking me for treats.
Removes moisture and dehydrate. Is there always slimy? So we'll have to try that.
And it's also good in your garden bed, like we grow in pots. I grow in pots. I know you grow in pots.
Mhm.
You can't spread it when it's going to rain. You just can't.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Gotta
You
do it
have
after
to
it
have
rains.
several days of dry weather.
Yep.
Sprinkle
dry
it
weather.
out. Like I said, if it's ants, and it doesn't matter what kind of ant, it kills them all. Stir up the nest and make sure when they swarm out, you're actually giving them a good coating. Not just in spring, but
Any
in the
soft
top of
body
the
insect.
pots. Because most insects, like cucumber beetles and stuff, they come up out of the soil, climb up on the stalk, and then they bite in and suck it dry, right?
Yeah.
Sprinkle it around the top of your pots. Sprinkle it along the top of the ground.
Any
And
soft body insect. Soft body insect, right?
no, hard body insect.
No,
Soft
they
body
won't.
insect. Now, I don't know if it'll hurt worms or not. I don't think it will.
I don't know either. I think
But
so. I think it
slugs,
will.
it does not stop slugs because that slime that they're coated in, it never actually touches their skin.
Beer will though.
Yeah, beer and just plain
Does
old taste.
diatomaceous
You
earth
never
hurt?
put a salt shaker out
worms?
there and go sprinkle, sprinkle,
What the
sprinkle.
hell will get rid of a
Everything.
vole? A vole. What'll get rid of a vole?
Borax
Borax? Really?
and powdered sugar.
Voles. Just put borax around my plants.
Oh.
Yummy.
Okay.
Tell me what to do.
You mix the borax and the powdered sugar,
Okay.
right? Add just
Okay.
a little bit of water turn it into like a paste or a glaze. Soak it into bread. Pour it
Big
on
Epsom salt
little
kills the
tiny cubes
slug.
of bread. Let it soak
Try
in
that.
really, really, really good,
Yeah.
and leave them out as bait. The sugar will make them come eat it,
Okay.
and then the borax will kill them from the inside.
I have bowls and they're eating my tomatoes and my cucumber plants, but I put garlic powder around them, and they haven't bothered them lately. But there's a ton of them. I have a ton of them. I can't plant in the ground anymore because they eat everything. They're like hamsters, but they got a long tail and they're a rat. There's a big freaking rat.
Cheryl has a question. How does Damacious Earth not bother the bees?
Scratch.
Oh, because the bees aren't crawling across the leaves and they're not biting into the plants. The bees are flying in from above, and they land right there, and they get the nectar and they fly away.
Especially like when you was talking about the blower, though.
Oh, sweetie, you throw a little water right there just don't blow it on the flower. Don't blow it
Okay.
on the flower. And the part that the bees touch, they're not touching the actual flower.
He's so good.
They're touching the little things inside that come up in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, where the
Stamen.
pollen is.
The stamen.
Yeah, because that's what they're getting, the pollen and the nectar from the stamen
Right.
up in the center of the flower.
Okay.
So, like I said, the bees, and it won't hurt wasps, won't hurt bees, won't hurt birds. So it won't protect against those, but you kind of sort of need those.
Oh, and then Starless said Epsom salt kills slugs.
Yeah, you could use Epsom salt.
I don't know that.
I have to try that.
It's a good thing.
Any salt will kill slugs.
You know.
I
Beer
put
is a
Epsom salt
trap
in
because
my
you
hole
put
of my
the
tomato when I
powder in the
planted
beer.
tomatoes.
The beer
Good for
is
tomatoes.
attracted to them, and then when they drink the beer,
Good
they
for
die.
tomatoes, and it's good for peppers too. Terminator.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then Karen. Oh, hold on. Go ahead, Terminator.
When I planted my tomato plants, when I dug my hole, I mixed Epsom salt. I took my eggshells and I've got them ground into a powder, and I mixed that with the Epsom salt, and then with my rabbit manure, put it in the hole, and then I mixed it in the dirt in the hole, put a little extra dirt on top so the roots wouldn't directly touch, and then I planted my tomato plants. You should see how big they're really starting to look nice.
Too much trouble to do the.
Yeah, see, I use Tums and Rolaids. One's calcium carbonate, one's calcium magnesiate, magnesiolate, whatever. One's magnesium and one is calcium. So
Calcium.
what I do is
Hold on. It's gonna go get it.
See, I was
had
told
get
to put a piece
I
of
don't know if y'all
copper
can
wire
see
around
in
your
there or
pot.
not, but what I've gotten here
Oh, you
is
can
a
see
bag
it.
of Tums, and then into a powder.
Yep.
And then when I dig the hole, I just sprinkle the powder. I sprinkle in
Yep.
some rabbit poo. I sprinkle in that powder. It also prevents blossom end rot.
I put fish fertilizer
Yep.
in mine.
Then we had another question, Karen. That contraption you were talking about.
The blower.
Where did you say that they could get it from?
Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply.
What kind of contraption?
To blow
I know
the.
Home Depot
Oh, blow the
and
things out?
Lowe's would have it. You get it where you buy the Spectracide powder. You get Spectracide powder in big bags, and they should have a blower.
Powder on
Just buy the blower, leave the Spectracide, and stop and get some diatomaceous
I
earth.
got some little thing. It's a little squeeze thing that you can do it too. Use it with
Yeah,
too.
there's a whole different bunches of them. I just, like I said, I've got the little hand crank blower. I've had it for 20 years. I really have.
Yeah, because
Probably don't make it anymore.
when I bought my Damacious Earth, it came with this poofer, and that poofer thing was freaking annoying.
Yeah, poofer.
Yes, I threw the poofer away and just did it with sprinkled it with my hands.
Your hand, yeah. I do
Yeah.
that too.
A hair dryer with the short holes and an open plate.
Open
Yeah.
flame?
Plate.
Put the diatomaceous earth in the small pile on a plate. and then take your blow dryer and blow dry it. Blow
Yep.
But cover
it.
your
A
mouth,
thousand ways.
cover your
Be
nose,
creative.
cover your nose because you ain't supposed to breathe it.
Oh, and also, you know, the one thing that for me it was my grandma had the shifter thing that you put the flour in.
Shifter, yeah.
And
Now your flour sifter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say that was my grandma's.
Yeah, that's easy when they're little. It's not so much when they're like, full size tomato plants and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It gets a little tedious.
Yes.
But when they're small, when they're seedlings just starting out, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, y'all got me doing this shit now.
We didn't make you go get it.
Pounder, girl, pound. Hey, Karen, you got that
Yes?
big stick? Pounder, girl, pounder. I'm bad, I know.
Thing about it is after years of training in the military, martial arts, and raising teenagers, I don't need the stick.
You want to beat the hell out of them.
Hey, I'll show you one. Just wait a sec.
You got one too?
This one's hand carved. This one Mr. Terminator made me.
Oh shoot!
You
That
got the
one you
big
can whoop-
ball to go with it?
You could whoop somebody with that.
I keep it near. I keep it close, believe me. But I can use it for pounding too.
They're good for
You can use it for pounding anybody. I got a baseball
Oh,
bat
good.
too.
Terminator, you get any closer to me and I'm going to hit you with it.
No, you're not. You better not.
No,
Don't
I
do
wouldn't.
that.
That's her play toy. She tries to bite it. She's sitting here looking at me thinking, is that a new play stick for me to chew?
Uh-huh.
You just, everything you see I got, you want to chew. Yes, I know. See that? Look at. Yeah. Oh, I know. You know, I'm not tossing it. No, you leave it alone. It's my stick, not yours. No, you get down and you're not going outside.
Did she tear
No.
up all her
Now she thinks
all
it's
her-
her toy.
she tear up all her frisbees?
No, I think, nope. Where did I put them? I think I have 2 left.
Yeah, my dog tears them up.
You know what though? Tambra, that little raccoon thing that you sent her,
Uh-huh.
she will not chew anything you give her, she'll chew the living tar out of it. That she will not chew. She bites on it and everything. She wants us to toss it. The
She likes
squeaker in the head don't work, but the squeaker in the head don't work, but the one on the end of the tail works. And every time she tries to squeeze, bite down hard on it, we tell her, no, you're going to hurt it. Then she releases it, but she carries it everywhere and it stays on her bed. Then she wants us to toss it. And
Well,
then I
my puppy-
have
a lot of
Don't
those
need it.
little fur animals that you
the
buy
throat
them.
toy for her.
Yeah.
They'll
get her-
adopt them as their puppy. That's their child.
Yeah.
I
Did you get
can't
her
get one
fixed?
that looks like a raccoon anymore because
Did you get her
Piggy
fixed,
just-
Terminator? Did you get her fixed, Terminator?
Did I what?
Get her fixed?
No, not yet. I haven't had the money. I haven't had the money yet. I'm
It's
hoping to
almost
get her
time to get-
fixed before her next heat.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
that's
no,
a-
I've
treating it like a puppy. Piggy, I've never gotten Piggy fixed. She's probably sterile. Probably can't. I mean, she comes into heat, but she's got so many health problems. I would never breed her. But I haven't taken her
Yeah.
and gotten her fixed either because I think they need the hormones.
I just don't have the money, but once I start collecting and saving a little bit, once after I get my building done and everything, then I can put the money aside and get her
It's a little
fixed.
harder because one of the chihuahuas will start, and then the other one's a week behind her. So that you're talking an entire month.
Do you have a male?
Them being in heat, me having to walk them every 2 hours because they have to go stand with their butt facing
Yeah.
the wind, whatever,
Yep.
And that's how I keep them from breeding. When they're in heat, they're on the leash.
Yeah.
I just keep her. Yeah, I keep her. I walk her everywhere she needs to go when she was in heat, when she came in her first heat. And then we'd put her out on the, my son has his male dog that's not fixed. And all he'd do is he'd let me know, he'd ask me if she was outside and I'd say, no, it's not her time to go out. So he'd let his dog out for a bit. Then as soon as he brought his dog in, he'd call me and text me and say, well, Hurricane's in, you can let Terminator out. And I'd put Terminator out on her chain or I'd take her walking.
Yeah.
It's almost time
And
to get
that
Noah
one went on.
fixed.
I did it for instead of just 2 weeks, I did it for 3 full weeks just to make sure, and
I've
she
been
was
doing
fine.
it for 14, almost 15 years.
I see, my
Yeah.
other female did that. I mean, she was fine,
Thank you.
but she
Is
had,
that all
had
that's
problems
left?
at the
No.
end.
Yeah.
They only come into heat once every
Thank
7
you, babe.
months, you know. It's not like
What's
an
that?
I'm gonna
They
get
only
Noah
come into
fixed.
heat
No,
once every 7 months.
Noah's gonna get fixed.
Yeah, twice a year they come in heat. But
Noah's
I'll
gonna
get her fixed. Once I get the amount that I need, I'll take her and
Yep.
get her fixed. She's got all her needles, all her shots and everything. So
Noah's
I
getting
don't
fixed
believe in
first.
having dogs have all their shots and everything. All the dogs I ever owned never had needles or shots. And they all died of old age, 14, 15 years old. I never had a problem with them. She's the first dog I've ever owned that had needles.
Now mine get their parvo shots and stuff because I've had dogs die from parvo on
Yeah.
the property, and it can live in the dirt for
Yeah.
years and years and years. So it's
Yes,
like
they
with
can.
my goats. I've had livestock die from tetanus, so they get
Yep.
their tetanus vaccine. Period.
Yeah.
I must forego everything else. I don't do medicated feed. I don't only non-GMO. But some
Mine
of
has
the
the parvo
vaccines
shots.
they need.
Yeah.
Mine has the parvo
And for
shots.
my dogs, it's the parvo when they're
Yep.
puppies.
The,
You don't have to get it when they're adults. But you've got to protect the puppies from the parvo, at least
yes,
around
you
here.
do.
Because like I said, I know for a fact it's living in my soul.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do. Definitely. I do too. I did too.
Yeah, no, the SPCA told me that when I've got the money saved and I'm ready just to call them and they'll book her in.
That's good.
And
Yeah, that is.
by the time it's all done with them, it's like $600. So, which isn't bad. The
No,
regular
it's a
vet
lot of
wants
money.
$1,100 to $1,500, depending on the size of the dog and the weight of the dog.
I can't
Yeah.
believe that. That's a lot of money.
Yep, it is a lot of money, especially when I don't even make that a month to
You
live
know,
on.
that used to be what they used to gild the horse for. Was $500,
Yeah.
right, Karen?
Oh, I remember a
Remember
friend
that?
of mine having her horse done.
Yep.
Unless
And
you got a
that was a lot of
spreader
money.
tool and rings and you can do it yourself.
I ain't doing no horse myself. I'll do a calf when it's a little bitty.
You got to get your
I'll
juice
band
bar
Oh,
done.
we
calf
didn't
when
do
it's
the
this
horses
calf is
either.
a little bitty. I'll
Do
band
the
a calf.
goats. Yeah, the
Ca-
vet.
Goats, you can band
It,
when they're
it
a little
costs
bitty.
200 for the vet to come out and do our horses.
Wow.
That's not as bad. I mean, it was used
And
to be
the vets don't
$500.
do it no more though. And about
They
10
won't
years
come out.
ago, all the old ones retired and the new ones don't handle nothing but dogs, cats, and birds. And
And
I
they
ain't
won't come
talking
out.
chickens and guineas.
They
No,
won't
and
come
they
out
don't make
anymore.
house calls.
No.
Hell, our farrier quit. We can't find a farrier.
There you go. Me too.
Uh,
They just won't come out.
it's hard. I mean, and the big ranches and stuff, they have to pay to keep a vet on premises at all times.
Really.
Oh, wow.
And they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. They command 6 figures.
I know you can't
You
get
live
one to
on
come
the
out.
property rent free and just take care of their animals.
Hmm.
If you're a major cattle rancher or major horse rancher or anything like that, you've got a vet on site. And chances are he's a little old man and he's doing that for his retirement.
Well, the little old mans are better than the youngins. I
My
think.
niece started in vet school. She pulled 1 year and she said, Aunt Karen, I can't believe it. They want $150,000 for this. They want another $250,000 just to get a license.
Yep,
She said,
it's
and they
rough.
won't let us work on anything but dogs and cats.
Now they don't do that at A&M. At A&M, they have large animal too.
Yeah, she could. They're quitting it all around here.
Wow.
And most of the vets now are the vet school students are girls.
Yeah.
They're not guys. No guys. at all. I don't know why, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. But they need to
I
do
take
some
care of my own.
Age of the
large
school,
animal.
so when I went to school, we had rifle team. We shot guns at freaking school.
Hey, that
Yeah.
was A&M does that too. So you know,
You
there are
know,
cadets and stuff there.
we were a middle school. You could
No,
get join rifle club at 12.
we didn't have that at middle school, but we had we had the
And
we
by
had the
high
rifles.
school, everybody had a gun rack in the back of their
Yeah,
pickup
that's
truck.
right. Gun rack in the
Period,
back of
'cause
the
they went
truck.
hunting after school.
That's right.
Yeah, we had that here in Canada
Nobody
until they
tried to
took it
steal
away.
it. Nobody tried to steal your
They not
gun.
only took it away, they took away when they took it away and they stopped doing all that stuff. They took away the interest because they've replaced it with computers. So the
Mhm.
kids
Yeah.
no longer have hands-on interest, so it doesn't interest them.
Yeah.
Some of in the rural counties, they still have people that you know.
Oh, in my county, it's big. It just like
Yeah.
it depends on where you're at.
They still like to hunt and stuff and fish and shoot their guns, but you can't go take your stuff to school.
I got one
No.
for you,
Not
Kendra.
like we did.
My niece, when my niece graduated, Grandpa bought her a rifle, and she was going to go deer hunting for the first time. She's about 19, I guess, maybe 20. And she pulled in about 9:30 in the morning. She had 2 bucks in the back of a pickup truck. Did not recognize the pickup truck.
Awesome.
And we got out there. And we were unloading the bucks for Grandpa to butcher. And I looked at her. I was like, Elizabeth. She said, yeah, Aunt Karen. I'm talking about the one that did my hair that night, y'all. Y'all seen her.
Yeah.
Are you wearing makeup? Yes, Aunt Karen. You got up early to put on makeup and curl your hair before going deer hunting. She said, yes, Aunt Karen. Why? She
Why?
said, well, I drove my BMW over there.
Oh my God.
She said, so I had to flirt with one boy to borrow a pickup truck to bring him over here to Grandpa. And then I had to flirt with another boy to help the first boy load him up in the pickup truck.
That's ridiculous.
That's
He was
funny.
only hunting for
You know,
2 hours and she got 2 bucks.
A new
There you
truck would
go.
cost probably what a BMW would.
And she went hunting in a BMW and then had to flirt her way into getting them home.
That's funny.
Like I said, a new truck would cost about what a
flirted
BMW
with
does.
them. She flirted to borrow the truck. She flirted to get the deer loaded. Leslie driving it home was because he was still awestruck from her flirting to borrow the truck.
Shit. That's ridiculous. I didn't do that stuff. I
Ridiculous,
just had a
but
truck.
my little 5'0" 19-year-old niece came home first day of deer season with 2 bucks.
She used what she had at hand.
She used what her mama made and then some.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yep.
It
So
worked.
not
right.
all the young ones are useless. We just don't understand how they think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. We're gonna call it a night. All American gave me a bite of what was for supper. So
What's for supper?
Go eat.
chicken, mashed potatoes, and I think broccoli.
And he cooked.
Ooh,
No, my granddaughter made it.
Oh, cool.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go eat, and then it's already 9:30 here in Florida, and I know some of you others also have 9:30 time frame.
Me.
So
Me.
Me.
it's time after I eat to get my
Me.
shower and get ready for
Me.
bed. So
Yep.
Time for bed. It is.
Okay,
Yeah,
right?
we
so
have
Monday
to
night
have a
is the
severe rain
last
warning on.
round, and then we retire it.
It's just
Yeah.
8:30 here, but
SHTF.
it's okay.
Yep.
yeah. So yes, everybody, if y'all didn't hear what Karen said, Monday we are going to do one more round of World Without Rule of Law, just so that I can do some more research and figure out what we're going to do. I know we've had great ideas this afternoon.
We'll call it the graduation episode.
You
There
want
we
me to
go.
research something? You need me to research anything for you?
Yeah, we'll talk it over on Messenger and everything, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I still
Cool.
gotta get on.
Okay.
Let me get on Messenger, and then I'll message you my number through my text.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
your text.
Well, I'll
Cool.
just send you what my name is on Messenger, and then you can look me up.
Well,
No.
well,
You're
I
getting
got,
into
we
too
got
much
you on
thing like
Messenger.
work or something. I gotta work hard at this. No, I don't like this thing. I will text you my information.
Okay.
What you
Text
do
is
with
better
it
for
is up
me
to
too.
you. I've still
Oh,
got to
everybody.
I've still got to get a hold of y'all through the email through the link she sent. I haven't done that yet either. I haven't even organized it yet.
Text is better for me too.
Well, I'll give you my number through the email, and then you can text me your number through the phone.
Okay.
Cool.
Or even I can give Tambra your phone number, Karen.
Yes, I need to
Yeah,
know about the all
yeah,
the herbs
she's
and
got
stuff.
it. Go ahead and send it to him. Just send him my
Okay.
number. Y'all text
Send-
me,
or
and then
send
I
him
will have
mine.
your information.
Okay,
You can send him
Tambra,
Yeah.
I actually don't have your phone number. I just have your
Ah,
messenger.
You do too. You do too. You do too. I sent it to you.
Oh, whoops. So
Did
I
you
haven't
get my
plugged
phone
into my
number?
phone.
I'll
No,
send
I
it to
don't
you
have your
again.
phone number.
I'll send it to you
Okay.
again.
I'll
Thank you.
send it to you. I'll
Okay.
email it to you. I
I'll
don't
send
like
it to you
sending
again.
my phone number if I don't have to through Messenger.
Oh,
I'd rather
okay.
do it through an email.
Okay, that's fine.
It don't matter to me. I don't care. But
Yeah.
you can't. You can only text me. You can't call me.
Yeah.
You can call
All
me on
right.
Messenger.
Yeah,
But
that's what
it.
I do with
Yeah,
all of them.
Tambra and I video chat every so often
Yeah.
on Messenger. We have a hoot when we do that.
All right, so we're
Sometimes it's on a bad hair day.
hey, if you're out, who
Bad hair day.
cares?
Bad hair day.
Who cares?
Yeah. All right,
It
so
don't
we're
hurt
going
to
to
share.
wrap it up, and we're all going to say our goodbyes and end it for this evening. So, Terminator, go ahead.
Everybody, keep your head on a swivel. Keep your ears and eyes open. Prep, prep, prep. Prep spiritually, mentally, physically. Prep as much food as you can. Put away as much stuff and don't keep it all in one location. Put it in multiple locations just to protect yourself and your family.
Yeah. Karen?
Prep knowledge, prep skill, prep like your life depends on it, because it probably
It
will.
does. Yeah.
Tambra?
Stay prayed up and prepped up. Take care of your animals. Don't forget them.
Yes.
Get the food for them and stuff too. And just
Buy ammo.
yep.
Yeah. All right, Shannon.
All right, this is for the ladies. It's from Mark 11, verse 24. I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you will receive them and you will have them. And for the men, this is from Isaiah
Amen.
41, verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Amen.
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 Thank you. All right, ladies. Y'all have a blessed evening. And everybody in the chat, thank y'all for watching. Come join us on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then go check out on Sunday Shannon's channel. 7?
Yep, 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes. So go
Okay,
check out.
I turned Facebook back on. That's as far as I got.
Okay.
It's fun. It's a fun thing.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So everybody have a blessed evening, and we will see y'all on Monday. Have a good one, everybody.
Tell all
Yep.
Americans.
Bye.
Bye.
Will do.
Bye.
Later.
Love you.
Later, guys.